Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to this week's live session. You know, the highlight of your week. I know it, right? And actually, let me just check that I am using the correct. Um, yes, that should be fine. Cool. So, guys, welcome to this live session. I hope that you're doing well. This is the agenda for today. So I'll start by a little bit of an introduction, then I'll talk a little bit about Speedwheel Marketplace, explain the idea again about YourMyStar.com that we'll jump into afterwards. And then we are also gonna do a little bit of coding, well, some very basic coding. We're gonna add a FAQ, and then we're gonna be launching on my Twitter channel and see how that goes. And then next week we'll be launching on Reddit, and we'll also talk a little bit about Reddit today, right? So, but just a little bit about me. So my name is Rasmus. I am originally from Denmark, but I'm based in Portugal, and I like building marketplaces basically. And I'm building on top of this boilerplate that I made, which is called Speedwheel Marketplace. And it's basically a boilerplate that you can also use for quickly building a marketplace MVP. So instead of using months on figuring everything out on how to build a marketplace, you can use this one and then quickly build your marketplace MVP, get it out there, and then see if you can actually get both sides to connect on your marketplace, because that is pretty much always the hard part about marketplace building. And there are already quite a lot of builders using it, and so you can go and check it out. There's also an option if you are a no-coder, by the way. If you're not that technical, there's also an option for you guys, right? So go and check it out if you're interested in marketplace building. Okay, so cool. A little bit about the idea again. So what are we building here live? We're building eventually what is going to be a marketplace for buying and selling stars. So it has kind of a fun angle, of course. And the way it works is that you can go in and claim a star. So right now there are 30 stars. There will eventually be more. And you can then dedicate it to someone, right? And then there's a dedication board where you can see who you're dedicating it to, right? So for instance, here, this star was dedicated to someone's grandma, and then you can write whatever you want to write here, right? And you can also see the one who is dedicating it, right? So you're kind of anonymized, kind of like on Reddit. So I think that hopefully we'll get more people to then make these dedications. Cool. So here you can see, so as you're seeing, I was going in on this star, and then you can see all the dedications down here, and there will be, eventually there will be a lot of dedications here, because when you claim a star right now, you only have it for 7 days, and then someone else can claim it, unless you go in and claim it as an internal star, right? So that you do in here. So if you go to your dashboard area, you can then go to the claim stars, and then you can basically buy a star as an internal star. I believe I showed you this last week in the live session. So if you want to see how this works, go and check that one out, right? Cool. And by the way, then there's also a premium package there. You will then also get like an image of the star sent you, like on a star map, and you can then put all that up on as a poster basically. So that's a new kind of feature, right? And for both these ones, you have the star forever, right? So this is in case you want to then, as you can see here, future abilities to sell your star to side. This is how you then sell it in the future, right? So right now you could say that we've started out as a as kind of a feature where you can claim stars, but eventually we're then going to be making it into an actual stars marketplace where you can also sell your stars. Cool. And there's also a leaderboard, so you can see who is collecting most Stardust, right? And by the way, so I'm on localhost right now, but if you go to You Are My Star, you can see it here live, right? So go ahead and check it out, because you can already now go and claim a star. Well, you have to create a user, as you can see. Like, I'm not logged in right now, but you can go and check it out and then try and dedicate it to someone you know, right? It's completely free. And you can also, well, again, you have to be logged in, but then you can also upload dedications and so on. Cool. So let's just go back to here. Right? So what have I done since last time? All right. So a couple of things that are a little bit technical were actually added, right? So last time it was a bit slow. I don't know if you remember that, but I improved it so that it's, and here I'm on youaremystar.com. It's much faster now, right? So I don't know if you can notice you notice that, but it's basically caching the version better. So that basically makes it much faster to browse around on the site, right? So it's just a better user experience. And then I also added like loaders here, so it just looks a little bit better. So these kind of small things were there, but it was definitely necessary. What I actually want to do today is to just quickly add an FAQ, and then we launch on Twitter. Let's do that, right? Because I think what we're missing right now is actually, most stuff is working, but we're still missing like we're missing more information about what it actually is, right? So how to actually use this and why you would use it and so on, right? Okay, cool. So let's try and do that. So let's go into the code. And of course, we're going to be AI coding here, right? So we're just going to try and get it to generate an FAQ component for us, and then we'll adjust it afterwards. So let's try and do it. And I'm using Cursor here for coding, because I just believe it's the best one at the moment, right? So let's give it some information here, right? So we are on page. Okay, so here, okay. And we can remove, yeah, cool. Can you create a FAQ component for me that I can add underneath the outline? Cool. Let's see what it says. And then, of course, yeah, we're gonna get a first version, and then we try and make it better afterwards, right? Okay, cool. So it generated the FAQ here. So let's just see it. So the FAQ is there. So accept that one. And let's just try and go into it. We accept that one. Okay. Let's just take a look at it first. What is your time? Okay, cool. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, that did not look super good, and there's some issues here. Okay, that's just a small one. Okay. What are your star? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So first of all, we have to kind of have the same border and padding as we have on the featured listings component, which is this one, right? So let's ask it about that one. And then maybe should also have these kind of in the functionality where you click it and then it closes that specific question and answer, right? So let's try that. So, okay, so, and great. Please try and give it the same border padding as the featured listings component. And can you also make it possible to close/open each question by adding a, what is that? I think it's called like a plus symbol. Plus symbol. Cool. Let's see what it says. And then let's also just give it the context, of course, of the FAQ component. Cool. Coffee time. Let's see what it says here. Okay, so it's using use state, that's fine. Okay, update it, review next final. Okay, so here it's adding the borders here, I believe. And okay, let's see if it actually fits, if it looks better. Use client. Oh, you import a component that needs use state. Okay, component FAQ. So where are we in the this FAQ? So here. Okay, so it forgot actually to add the use client here. Okay, that does still not look good, right? So, and it actually, okay, so I can open it now, so you can see here. But the text color is of course completely off, right? So, okay, and also it is still not, actually maybe let's give it the hero color. Okay, good. We should not use black color for text as we then cannot see it. And the border is still, and the margin / padding is still off. See on hero. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, come on. Okay, let's see. Border rounded, padding 8, rounded. Okay, so you can see that the clicks there. So, but why is it still? So let's just have a look at the hero. How is this one different? It is within the main layout. Hero server. Let's go to the hero client just to see. So we need to have this one, right? So the max width 7XL. Let's try and add that here, right? So I don't know why it is not doing that, by the way, which is interesting that it doesn't figure that out itself. Actually, maybe it's because we're using, yeah, so let's add auto select, right? So I realized that a lot of times, like at the moment at least, Claude is better than ChatGPT for coding, right? So let's see. Okay, let's try and ask it. Okay, but it is still not having the same max width and border / padding and center as the hero client FAQ. Can you have a look at the FAQ? Let's see. Okay, so here I think, let's see what it does here, right? So max, okay, so what is it? MX auto, right? So let's see what that does. Okay, so that's a little bit better, right? Yeah, so now it is aligned. How does it look on smaller screens? okay, but it's actually, we should have a little bit more border, but I think we're just going to be removing the border anyway, right? We don't need that border, I think. How do I claim it? Simply browse a listing, choose to start following, so to claim it. Is there a refund policy? Okay, so right now we're just gonna keep it very simple. So we delete that one. We also delete this one, right? Cool. And I think we just remove the border for now. So right now, I think it is this one, right? It was not that one. So where is that border? So background, backdrop word, border gray. Isn't it that one? It should be this one. It's not that one. Where is that border actually coming from? Let's see. So of course, if I do like that, let's see what it does. Okay, so it removes it. It's just being quite slow, as you can see here, right? It's very slow. Maybe it's actually because I have that one there. Let's see. Okay. So if I go in here, it should be that one, right? Okay, so I know this is super simple, right? That's annoying. Why is it seriously not removing that one? It's a background slur. Here, border, right? Okay, we have to remove that one. Yep, okay, cool. Got it. Okay, so that is super simple, right? I'll come up with some more afterwards, right? So at least we have some now. And does it look okay? Yeah. What do you think, guys? We keep it like this for now. Okay, so then let's just go and actually let's push this. So added a simple FAQ. So we push this to production as well. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so push that. And so here we are on You're My Star, right? So now let's quickly then launch on Twitter. Okay, cool. So let's try, right? So we need to see if we can get some of my users to actually, well, my followers to actually just do something on You're My Star. Right? And by the way, I also need to update the favicon here, as you can see. I'll do that right after. Okay, cool. So you can now go ahead and test out You Are My Star by giving stars to someone you care about for free. Check the video below how this works and go ahead and test yourself on youaremystar.com, right? Okay, youaremystar.com. Yeah, great. We have something. Okay, so there's also, as you can see here, right? So there's the social card that is not coming up correctly. So I'll have to also adjust that. But that's not a big problem right now. It's because I'm anyway going to add a video here. So I'm going to post this video that I recorded just before this live session here. So that is basically just a video that shows how it works, right? So hopefully that is going to give a little bit more attention, right, on Twitter. Cool. You can now go ahead and test out You're My Star by giving, maybe let's add the link actually there, right? So we add it already up here. By giving stars to someone you care about for free. Check the video below how it works. And test it out. Test it out. Okay, cool. So at least, so now we're gonna try this and then we see if anyone is actually gonna do it, right? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna post that one. Good. And then, so we did that. We launched on Twitter. That's good. Let's see if that actually gives anything. And then next week, where I have like pretty high hopes, is actually for Reddit, right? So on Reddit, there's a lot. Reddit is awesome. And there's so many of these subreddits that could potentially fit very well, I think, for You're My Star. So at first I was thinking actually to launch on like an astronomy kind of Reddit site or page or thread or whatever you call it. But actually they might just know too much about the universe. So it might be actually better to launch on some other threads that are more followed by, I guess, like the general public, or like more like people that find it, like it should be people that find it interesting, but that are not necessarily expert in this field, right? So next week we're gonna try this one, which is called Internet is Beautiful. It has like a lot of members, and it's basically a page, like a thread where you post cool stuff about the internet. So we're gonna try that one next week, and then we see how that goes, right? So yeah, cool guys. I think we're just gonna leave it there for today. I hope that it was somewhat interesting. And again, if you're building your own marketplace, go ahead and check Speedboat Marketplace out. And until next time, see you. Bye-bye. Ciao.